Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have Season 5, Event Number 1 of Monster Jam Holiday Racing. A brand new season is here, and the very, very long-awaited return of the diecast racing videos is finally here, back on my channel, and it's not a sign-up series, obviously, but it is very close. So here are all the races for round number 1, but before I show them up close, I'm going to show you guys the field of trucks, which is right here in front of you guys. So just like I explained in the sign-up video, you will be in the same truck for every single event. That's how it's been for all 5 seasons now. So look carefully for your name and you can see what truck you are in. And I'm also going to post a comment down below that I will pin that also has the field of trucks in it. And I will do that for every single event just in case for whatever reason you guys forget what truck you're in. Now, I don't know why the screen looks like that. I'm trying to make it focus better, but it's really not working. But like I was saying, there's always going to be a pinned comment down below in case you forget, or if you guys start watching in the middle of the season and you're not watching this video. But there's the field of trucks, and at the bottom, I actually have a list with the first 4 season winners. As you guys can see, Season 1 and 2 were both won by Monster Mutt Rottweiler, and then Season 3 was won by Batman, and last year, when I brought back Holiday Racing for the first time in like 4 or 5 years, Prowler was the winner. But now it is time to crown a 5th champion, and this is the first event out of 10. Now let's show the races up close. We're going to be kicking things off with Mohawk Warrior taking on the 2014 Monster Mutt. So here is the first row of trucks. Now here is row number 2. And one other thing that I did want to mention is I am very, very sorry for those of you guys who signed up and unfortunately were not one of the first 32 people and didn't get a spot, because I actually had, I would say maybe a good like 8 or so people sign up after the 32 spots were already filled. So I'm very sorry to you guys, and I'm also sorry to anybody else who maybe went to sign up but realized that all the spots were already taken and maybe you didn't even comment. I'm really sorry that you guys didn't get a spot. Like I said in the sign up video, it was first come, first serve. The first 32 people that commented were the 32 people in the event, and I think it did take a little bit over 2 hours to get all of the spots filled. So I mean, I do really feel bad, but the sign-up video was there for well over 2 hours for you guys, so I think it was pretty fair. But again, sorry if you guys aren't in. Hopefully you guys can still watch the events this season. Maybe you can root on like one specific truck or something like that. But yeah, guys, enough talking. Let's get this event underway. We're going to kick things off with Mohawk Warrior taking on the 2014 Monster Mutt. Now, one other thing I just realized is I did not go over how the point system works, but it's very, very simple. If you lose in round 1, you get 1 point. Round 2, you get 2 points. Round 3, you get 3 points. And then it's the then it's the semifinals. If you lose in the semifinals, you get 4 points. And then in the championship race, if you lose, you get 5, and the winner will get 6. So without further ado, let's kick off Monster Jam Holiday Racing Season number 5. And the first win is going to go to the 2014 Monster Mutt. All right, so next up we have Higher Education taking on Pirate's Curse. And it's going to go to Higher Education. Next up we have Max D taking on Captain's Curse. And it's going to go to Max D. Next up, we have Michigan Ice Monster taking on your Season 4 champion, Prowler. And, oh, did Prowler get the comeback win? I think he might have, but let's take a look at the aerial view, and yes, he did. It's pretty obvious that his left front tire there is definitely ahead of Michigan Ice Monster, so Prowler will take the win. Next up, we have the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels taking on Orange El Toro Loco. And it's going to go to the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels. Next up, we have Crustacean taking on Mechanical Mischief. And Crustacean does a barrel roll, and that's going to cost him the win. It is going to go to Mechanical Mischief. Next up, we have the Old Tool Gravedigger taking on Soldier Fortune. And, oh, it's going to go to the Old Tool Gravedigger. He blocks Soldier Fortune for the win. Next up, we have Son of a Digger taking on Gravedigger Track Ace. And, oh, that is a very close race. Gravedigger Track Ace flipped over, and Son of a Digger just went to the side. Now, just a quick look here from the side angle to start off. It does look like it's probably Gravedigger Track Ace, but let's take a look from the aerial view. We're going to have to go straight down here. And yes, it does look like just barely Gravedigger Track Ace is going to take the win. Next up, we have Dragon taking on your Season 1 and Season 2 championship truck, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And Dragon is going to get the upset win over Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Next up, we have the 2011 Monster Mutt taking on Zombie. And, oh, what a race! Did Zombie come back to take the win? That is really, really close because of the way they're angled, but we're going to go straight down here. Oh, man, that is close. Is it Monster Mutt? Oh, man, I don't know. This is definitely the closest race so far. Let's do it again. When I go straight down, it looks like maybe Monster Mutt, but that tire of Zombie is sticking out too. That is really, really close. Man, this is a tough call to make. I think, just to be fair, I'm going to have to do a rerun. Now, I'm sorry if you guys disagree with the call. I know that was a little bit controversial, but I think just to be safe, let's do a rerun. So we have switched up the lanes, and let's see who's going to take the win. And, okay, this time it is very clearly Monster Mutt. Yeah, Zombie kind of fell off the side there, but I'm going to count it this time since it looked like it was probably Monster Mutt the first time, so Monster Mutt takes the win. Next up, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles taking on Stone Crusher. And TMNT rolls over. That's going to give the win to Stone Crusher. Next up, we have Red El Toro Loco taking on your Season 4 runner-up, Blue Thunder. And it's going to go to Blue Thunder. Next up, we have Iron Man taking on a truck that always seems to be pretty fast, but surprisingly has never won any of the seasons yet, Tasmanian Devil. And he just goes on to prove it right there. That truck is pretty fast. Maybe this will finally be his year. I'm not sure, but he's going to take the win over Iron Man. Next up, we have Megalodon taking on the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels. And Megalodon rolls over. That's going to give the win to Hot Wheels. Next up, we have a Team Scream battle between Monster Mutt from 2017 taking on Avenger. And, oh, Monster Mutt rolls over. Avenger kind of had a bad run, but because Monster Mutt rolled over, it makes it very close. I don't know. We're going to have to go straight down. And it looks like it is going to be Monster Mutt just barely, but what a close race. And next up, we have the final race of round number 1, which is between your Season 3 champion Batman and New Tool Gravedigger. And Batman rolls over, and New Tool Gravedigger has arguably the best run here in round number 1, and he's going to take the win. So here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round number 1, which means they will get 1 point for this event. And now it is time for round number 2. We have 16 trucks remaining. Here's a look at all of the races right here. Now, obviously, if you lose in this round, you will get 2 points for this event. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with the 2014 Monster Mutt taking on Higher Education. All right, so round number 2 is underway. And the first win is going to go to Higher Education. Next up, we have Max D taking on Prowler. And it's going to go to Prowler. Next up, we have the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels taking on Mechanical Mischief. And it's going to go to the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels. Next up, we have Old Tool Gravedigger taking on Gravedigger Track Ace. And it's going to go to the Old Tool Gravedigger. What a run. Next up, we have Dragon taking on the 2011 Monster Mutt. And it looks like Dragon is going to take the win. Next up, we have Stone Crusher taking on Blue Thunder. And it's going to go to Stone Crusher with a block. Blue Thunder had a ton of momentum, but that block from Stone Crusher causes him to roll over, and that's going to give the win to Stone Crusher. Next up, we have Tasmanian Devil taking on the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels. And it's going to go to Tasmanian Devil. Next up, we have the 2017 Monster Mutt taking on the New Tool Gravedigger. And it's going to go to the 2017 Monster Mutt. So these 8 trucks all lost in round number 2, which means they will get 2 points for this event. But now we are down to the quarterfinals. So here's a look at all of the races right here in front of you. If you lose in this round, you will get 3 points for this event. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Higher Education taking on Prowler. Prowler is looking to pick up right where he left off in season number 4. Can he make it to the semifinals in the first event of season 5? Yes, he will. He is going to take the win over Higher Education. That truck just cannot be stopped. Next up, we have the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels taking on the Old Tool Gravedigger. And it is going to go to, I think, Gravedigger, but the way they're angled is a little bit weird. But yes, you can definitely tell that the tip of Gravedigger's tire is ahead of the tip of Hot Wheels' tire. So just barely, Gravedigger takes the win, but what a race. Next up, we have Dragon taking on Stone Crusher. And they both do slap wheelies there, but I think it's Dragon. Let's just make sure, though. It does certainly look like Dragon, but it is pretty close, so let's just make sure. Yes, it is. Just barely. Dragon will take the win. Next up, we have the final race of round number 3, which is going to be between Tasmanian Devil and the 2017 Monster Mutt. And they both roll over. I think it's Tasmanian Devil, though. It does look like Taz, but let's go straight down. And it definitely is. Tasmanian Devil will take the win. So here's a look at all 4 trucks that lost in round number 3, which means they will get 3 points for this event. But now it is time for the semifinals. So here are all 4 trucks that are remaining. And without further ado, let's go over the field of trucks. So inside of Prowler, we have One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008. Inside of the Old Tool Gravedigger, we have Monster Jam Collector 2010. Inside of Dragon, we have Diecast Motorsports Racing League. And inside of Tasmanian Devil, we have Awesome Sports 13. So those are your 4 competitors remaining here in the semifinals. If you lose in this round, you will get 4 points. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Prowler taking on the Old Tool Gravedigger. So who is going to go to the championship race? Is it going to be One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008 or Monster Jam Collector 2010? It is going to be One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008 in Prowler. I'm so sorry to Monster Jam Collector 2010 and the Old Tool Gravedigger, but 4 points for the very first event this season is not bad at all, and that's what you're going to get. So who is going to meet One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008 in Prowler in the championship race? Is it going to be Diecast Motorsports Racing League in Dragon or Awesome Sports 13 in Tasmanian Devil? It is going to be Awesome Sports 13 in Tasmanian Devil. He is moving on to the championship race, and I am so sorry to Diecast Motorsports Racing League and Dragon. Unfortunately, you have lost in the semifinals, which means you will get 4 points for this event. So these 2 trucks both lost in the semifinals, which means they will get 4 points for this event. And now it is time for the championship race. So let's meet our 2 competitors. Inside of Prowler, we have One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008, and inside of Tasmanian Devil, we have Awesome Sports 13. Now, coming into this season, I think without a doubt, these 2 trucks were 2 of the favorites, because not only did Prowler win Season 4, but Tasmanian Devil actually finished in 4th place, so he was one of the faster trucks all last season. Earlier in this video, I even mentioned that Tasmanian Devil always seems to be a pretty fast truck, but let's see if he can start off this season with a win, or if Prowler is going to continue his amazing run just like he did in Season 4. So the winner is going to get 6 points, and the loser is going to get 5. Your winner of Monster Jam Holiday Racing Season 5 Event Number 1 is going to be none other than... It is going to be Awesome Sports 13 in Tasmanian Devil. Congratulations, man. You have won the very first event here in Season 5, and you are going to collect 6 points for your points total. But man, oh man, One Bad Ghoul Rhinomite 2008 and Prowler, you were so close, man. You're going to get 5 points for this event, which is still really, really good. But unfortunately, you're not going to get the event victory here. But still, nonetheless, a great start for you and a fantastic start for this truck who's trying to defend his championship that he won in season number 4. But anyways, guys, congratulations one last time to Awesome Sports 13 and Tasmanian Devil. So what I'm going to do now is I'm very quickly going to total up the current point standings, and I'm going to show you guys right now. Alright guys, so here is a quick look at the point standings after this event. Now after this event, it's pretty self-explanatory because it is just event number 1, so whatever round you lost in this event is how many points you have. But just look for your truck and you can see how many points. I'm sure most of you guys know because, like I said, event number 1 is pretty self-explanatory. So everybody from 17th on down are all the trucks that lost in round 1, so they have just 1 point. All the way down to the bottom there with Batman. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it here for event number 1. Congratulations again to Awesome Sports 13 and Tasmanian Devil for collecting a very important 6 points to start off the season. That is a very, very strong start, and you are the truck to beat heading into event number 2. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit the thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. I'm currently on the road to 11,000 subscribers, so I would really, really appreciate it. And event number 2 should probably be within the next 2 days, maybe 3 at the most. So I will see you guys then for event number 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.